Wow, I haven't even done this in a while. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning Sabi baby, how you doing? Hope you're doing well emotionally, physically, mentally, everything J. And if you're new, you don't know who I am. Hi, I'm Cleo ndamane. Welcome and consider subscribing. Today it's Thursday, the 20th of January 2022. So welcome to the new year, everybody. I'm sorry for going MIA. I will explain everything later. Of course, you know how we do things over here. I will be receiving my final results for matric tomorrow. I will check in with you later. Right now I'm just like chilling. It's currently 5:17 p.m. Yes, I know I started the vlog very late. However, you know how it's gonna roll over here. So this will basically be a weekend in my life because it's basically the weekend. Tomorrow is Friday. And we'll see how tomorrow things go. I will check in with you later before I go to bed as usual. Yeah, just wanted to start the video off right now. So check in with you guys later. So I'm back like 10 minutes later or so. And I've been currently watching The Penthouse War in Life on Netflix because for some reason they didn't put season 1 but they put season 2 and 3. So I basically felt pressurized to start watching season 1 illegally. And I'm watching season 3 now, and let me just say a lot is going on in the show. People be dying and then they undie.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Like, sis, weren't you like in the mortuary like 2 episodes ago? I'm on episode 8 now. I highly recommend this show. It's a good show. It's not just like a good K-drama. Like, it's a good show. I just wanted to just speak to you guys because it's been a while. And I know it's really early for me to be explaining anything, but I won't be explaining much right now. I'll just be talking to you about the show that I've been watching, that I've been obsessing about. The storyline is solid. After the first few episodes, babe, you will be stuck in it. Like, I was like, okay, let me just watch. I started the first episode like months back, but I didn't finish it because I wasn't watching it on a good site. And by the time I remembered that I watched The Penthouse, finals were there. Finals had started and I couldn't watch the show anymore. I decided to watch the show beginning of this year, like the first week this year, and wow, the cinematography, the visuals, the characters. I don't know what I'm watching. I thought that like the last K-drama that I enjoyed was the best of 2021. However, this also sits with that K-drama because, well, technically it started in 2020 and then they concluded in 2021. Okay, let me stop talking. The Penthouse, War in Hormone.
Tell me what you want right now.
What? The Penthouse, War in Life. I'm sorry about that. The Penthouse, War in Life. Highly recommend. If you want to watch season 1 though, I would say find it on a separate site because it's not on Netflix. And then after you watch that, come and finish it on Netflix because wow. Okay, bye. Good morning, besties. Guess who's up and ready to go? So, as the water boils, I woke up this morning. The first thing that I did was check my results, or at least the overall results. Sorry, someone just called me. And you're currently looking at a bachelor degree passing graduate student. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I passed with bachelor's, and I know it's pretty early for me to be up, but my friends and I have plans for today, which is like something new for us on this platform, because when has Cleo ever said that she has to do something with her friends? As the water boils, I'm going to make my bed, tune into some good video. I lost one of the batteries for my TV remote, so I haven't been watching on my TV this entire time. I've been watching on my laptop, but I'm going to exchange the remotes from the TV at the front because I want to watch something. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make my bed, drink some coffee, take a shower, choose an outfit, because I don't want to go there looking like a whole entire mess. I know I'm a mess, but they don't need to know that. I'm just gonna do that, and then I'll come back to you. I know yesterday that I went MIA, but I'll come back to you and explain everything about what happened yesterday, okay?
More to the importance of finding a signature scent. By July of the same year, the trends popular you the happiest. And what aesthetics would you be interested in seeing us dive into next?
I'm eating an apple. I'm sorry for the lighting, the sun is behind me. I'm legit walking to school for the last time. It's a little early because my friends and I had plans. Oh my goodness. Why does every time when I walk, I become very breathless really easily? I don't know. And this is weird to me. This is new to me. I don't normally talk while walking and vlogging at the same time. I'm sorry if I'm breathing heavy. I am unhealthy and unfit. I'm going to school right now and I'm gonna meet my friends there. If my lips are dry, I'm gonna use my vase line later on, not right now. So yeah, bye. Hi, it's later that day. And I just came back from the mall Today was a very eventful day. I don't want to say too much right now because I still have to take calls and call people. Today was a good day. You know, nothing much to complain about. It's so weird. The camera is like right there and I'm busy talking there. Today was a good day. I met some very important people in my life, people that I enjoy spending time with, and it was a very eventful day. However, I can't really talk much right now. I didn't want to show you guys this, but I'll show you anyways. It's not much. So as I was at the restaurant, right, I was busy knitting while eating my food. And before we went there, I went to buy some yarn because I had money to buy yarn. I've been broke the entire time, so I went to buy yarn. This one is for a project that I've already started and I need to complete, so that's why I bought this extra ball of yarn. And then the rest are just like for projects that I want to do, you know, just to, you know, spend time and not just sit around and do nothing. I'm just gonna show you this ball of yarn. I know it's weird, which YouTuber just like shows you a ball of yarn. I've been looking for this. Hey, I dropped it in there, but I'll have to find the actual thing that was in here. Look at how big this is. Like, just look at how big this is. This is a regular ball of yarn, and then there's this, like, it's like more than double the size. And I think they increased the price for this by 2 rand, because the last time that I bought this, it was like 80 rand and now it's 82 rand. However, I don't mind. I don't know what's wrong with me. I always want to buy big yarns, but I know that not every color that I want is in this big yarn. So I bought this like white. Look at the difference. Like, this was the color that I had before and this is white. I wanted white, so now I can do more projects with this yarn. And I also bought a black one that's this size, and then the rest are just like regular sizes. If you're into knitting and crocheting and you don't have the money to buy cotton yarn like me, always buy pool skein double knit yarn. Doesn't matter the brand. I used the L brand and it was for this crochet top that I made, and it is so soft. I wore it the entire day. It didn't feel scratchy, it didn't feel nothing. Like, it was just soft. Like, it's just soft. And even this one, like, it's really plush. Like, it's just, even for this, but however, when you knit it, it does feel slightly rough, but it's not like entirely rough. It's just like the stitch that makes it feel rough. This is a crochet stitch and this is a knit stitch. So with a knit stitch, it may kind of feel rough, but not entirely rough. Like, it's not like scratchy or anything. If I put it on my skin, I don't even feel it. It's just when I'm feeling it with my fingers. And yeah, that's all that I want to show you for now. Hopefully tomorrow, since tomorrow is Saturday and I'm not planning to do anything, I will explain everything to you about everything that happened today and everything that happened to me. It was a good day. I wasn't really okay. Let me not get into it. I'll chat to you guys tomorrow because I'm not gonna vlog anymore because I'm tired. Bye. Hold on. Hi everyone. I woke up like 2 hours ago. I don't know. So it's Saturday. I don't have much planned today. Basically, what I planned today is that I will be talking to you guys for a huge chunk of today. And I will be talking about everything that you missed out regarding me, of course, and what I did today, which is what I'm going to start with right now. So today I woke up and I checked my application statuses for all my applications and I cried. Like, I legit cried because of a lot of the rejections. I'm gonna be completely honest. A lot of the applications, a lot of the schools that I applied to rejected me, and of course, because of that rejection, I had to cry it out because that's how I personally deal with losses. And I'm pretty sure you can tell from my voice that I'm still not fully recovered from my crying session. And I know you may be thinking, Cleo, you don't have to try to be strong. Like, you can just go ahead and cry again. But I don't want to do that because I've already cried. So the reason why I'm even telling you this is just to show you guys that not everyone that you see on the internet is living the best life or getting everything that they want. Because I just also wanted to say that if you're going through something, like just go through it. If you're going through an emotional breakdown, go through the emotions. If you're going through a mental breakdown, go through your mental state at the time and just experience that. Like, have everything just let itself out, because keeping it in won't do you any good. Trust me, it really won't do you any good. So I just finished crying, and oh ma'am, why is your voice so shaky? You just finished crying. What is going on? Here's my coffee, because I can't operate without coffee. Let me try to stabilize my voice again, because I don't like when my voice starts being shaky and I'm not even trying to cry. I had to really go through the emotions and everything and just feel everything. Sorry, I'm not crying, okay? I'm not crying right now. It's just that the tears just want to come out again. So that's just how I personally deal with everything. Like, it just feels as if sometimes you can't really celebrate your wins because your losses just overweigh you, and then you just have to just let all your frustrations out. And that's what I've been doing this entire time. And to all my babies out there that have gotten their distinctions and their bachelors and their diplomas and their high certificates, congratulations. You worked hard for that. Celebrate it. Because I know sometimes, I don't know about you, but I am personally my biggest bully. And every time I don't reach a certain goal that I set up for myself, I beat myself down. Ma'am, I say I'm over the emotions. It's just that, like, my body has just decided to react late. I know that sometimes when you see other people win better than you, you just feel like, why didn't I get to experience what they're experiencing, because I put in just as much effort as they did. However, I just want to say that not every glitter is gold. Not everything that you do will be reflected in the results. I'm not trying to say that to bring down anyone that has achieved great achievements. Like, you worked hard for that. Like, celebrate it. Celebrate it. Celebrate it. Okay. However, like, I don't know what it is. I think it's just probably like me constantly beating myself down every time I don't achieve the things that I want to achieve. And I'm only saying this to like show you that I'm not the kind of person that is always happy. You know, I go through the emotions. I'm human. Sometimes I prefer to not show the process, but rather show the end result, or like later on. Sometimes you just feel like you want to beat yourself down to the very, like, you want to punish yourself a little bit more than you deserve to punish yourself. Sometimes you just need to go through it in order to be able to overcome it. Like, that's what I personally do. And also sometimes after you go through like everything of like being disappointed, being frustrated, you get to really take a chance to appreciate the things that you've actually accomplished. After crying it out, being excessively frustrated about it, after some time you just be like, okay, I didn't do that well. What next? And you're just sitting there like, actually, there are some things that I've actually accomplished that are actually greater than what I make them to be. You know, that's how I personally tend to be. I tend to beat myself down too much, and I forget that I've actually accomplished a lot. So yeah, that's that. That's all that I wanted to say for now. I need to take some time to just really calm down. It's literally just me immediately after my breakdown. So I'll take some time and then I'll come back to you and talk to you properly. Okay, it's legit been like 10 minutes later. I'm feeling much better now. What was I saying? Oh, try not to beat yourself too much like I do. I tend to beat myself too much for tiny things, or things that are like really huge. And yes, I'm knitting because it calms me down. I know even the people that have made or reached some huge accomplishments, they don't always feel great about their accomplishments, and it happens sometimes. Just try to live through your disappointments, and when you reach achievements, celebrate them, because I know that sometimes, ma'am, you're trying to get me copyrighted. Okay, perfect. About that, my TV was connected to my phone for my music, because that's how I also calm down. So after I checked my applications, I realized that not all of the schools that I applied to rejected me, you know. And I was like, Cleo, why are you so upset? Why are you beating yourself down when there's still hope? It's like, I really need to learn to appreciate myself, and I need to learn to appreciate my accomplishments and appreciate my existence, and try not to put my self-worth into my accomplishments or the things that I don't. Well, how do I word this properly? My self-worth is not what I've been able to do or been able to achieve. My self-worth is my existence. That's what I need to remind myself the entire time. Like, Zande, you're existing, you're breathing, you have a roof over your head, you have things to be grateful for, you have a support system that's actually supportive. And of course, not everyone is going to support you, and that's okay. Not everyone is supposed to support you. And this is not just me directing this to you as a viewer, but also to me as an individual. I tend to be very pessimistic. Like, that's just how I am. I tend to be very, very pessimistic, and I forget that I've been able to achieve things in my life. I've been able to exist in my own space, you know? I have certain privileges that not everyone can have. And just because I don't have a specific privilege that someone else has does not mean that I'm not privileged nonetheless. Oh my goodness, where's my stitch marker on my roll counter? So I have to just keep reminding myself, and if it's necessary for you too to be like that, then just keep reminding yourself of your existence, not of your accomplishments, because that's not why you're existing. Enough about that. I hope I've vocalized myself the way that I wanted to, because I know that I tend to ramble when I start speaking about things like these, and I don't tend to speak of things like these because I tend to avoid them, just like a lot of content creators. And I don't want to be that content creator that avoids everything that is not golden, you know. Might as well tell you about what happened yesterday. Oh, if you're curious about what I'm knitting, you'll see it when I'm done. I'm kidding, it's a sweater vest. I'm knitting a sweater vest. So yesterday I went to school. I woke up, I checked my results status, and I found that I got a bachelor's degree, which is great. Sorry about that. So yesterday I woke up and I checked my results status, and it said that I got a B, which is great because I just broke a generational curse in my family. Can I get a hell yeah? So that's something to celebrate about. I was like, as long as I passed with the mark that I wanted to get. And then I went to school. When I got to school, my friends were there, and we just sat there and we just talked and existed with each other in each other's presence, and it was a great time. Honestly, I am very grateful to have met the people that I met during my time of change, because as you all know, last year I changed schools, and it was a very weird time for me. And I'm just grateful to have found people that just accepted me as I am, you know. Because, you know, by the time that matric hits and everyone has their circles and they don't want anyone in because maybe they had a fallout with a friend and they don't trust people anymore and they just want to stick with their circle, those kind of stuff. I was really grateful to have found people that are not like that and that just accept you as you are. And we had a lot of interests together that we shared and that brought us together, and there was some interest that we didn't share, but that didn't stop us from being friends. I'm just really grateful to have experienced that in my life. And after that, like, we sat at school at a specific place at school for like a good hour, just existing in each other's presence, because it was probably going to be the last time that we get that privilege of just being able to be around each other without having to make sacrifices and things like that. After that, some of my friends, we went to a friend's house and we just chilled there. Like, for me, it's something different being able to go to a friend's house. I've never experienced that in my life. So that's also something to be grateful for. I've never experienced that. So I went to a friend's house. We just chilled at his house. It was a nice experience for me because I've never experienced it before. And I was just like living in that moment. And then after that, I went back home, of course. And then when I got home, so after that, as you saw, we went to the mall. First, we went to a shopping center where I bought all my yarn because, as you can tell, I'm really into knitting and crocheting. The bucket hat that I wore yesterday, I crocheted. And I don't think I showed you my tote bag. I made a tote bag that I went with to school yesterday. I went to buy more yarn because I don't know, I really like yarn. After that, we went to the nearest mall and we went to the most famous restaurant in South Africa that you have to go to whenever you accomplish something, because it just has us South Africans like in shackles, honestly. So I went there with my family and I ate some good food. So what I did was I ordered starters yesterday, right? Not even halfway through my starters meal, I got full and I already ordered like my main course. And I was like, oh my goodness, mind you, I didn't eat anything the entire day. I just kept like drinking fluids and beverages like the entire day, but I didn't eat any solid food except for an apple. And I was like, why am I so full? But that's how I tend to be. I can't eat large portions of food at a time. So yeah, there's that. After that, we went home. During the day, I kept getting calls from people posting about me and saying congratulations, and that's also something to be grateful for. And I know I look like I'm shouting at you, but I'm shouting at myself and the tears that I'm having now are not like disappointment tears, but appreciation tears, you know? Sometimes we cry because we're disappointed, and sometimes we cry because we're appreciative and happy, you know? That's me right now. Ooh, okay. I never thought that I would have you guys see me cry on camera, but at least they are not like sad tears, because I look ugly when I cry sad tears. I don't think I'll be comfortable enough to show you guys me going through a mental breakdown, because I want to go through it alone, because that's just how I am. And then we got home and I just knitted up until I was done with the portion that I wanted to do. So as I told you, I am knitting a sweater vest. This is like the armhole, and I'm knitting the front of the sweater vest right now. And here's the other armhole. Oh my goodness, where is it? There's the other armhole. So this is my process of just like knitting clothes. This is gonna be my first time knitting a garment that is not like a scarf, because I want to challenge myself. I want to be able to make things that I will like, which is something that I'm also learning to appreciate. The ability to be able to do things, to make things, to create things. That's why I have a YouTube platform, so that I can create content for you guys, so that you can see that not everything is okay. I think later I'll show you my yarn stash, and then later I'll update you about what happened, why I went MIA and things like that. This is probably gonna be a really long video, so editing Cleo, I hope you'll be able to withstand it. I'm gonna chat to you guys later. I told you, today it's just gonna be me and you. We will be together today, okay? So I'll see you guys later, which is gonna be later on today. Hey besties, it's me. It's currently, I always say it's currently and I don't even know what time it is. It's currently 11:16 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and I woke up to the electricity being gone. And I'm just hoping that it's actual load shedding, and the fact that when I woke up my phone was full, that's giving me at least hope that it's load shedding. But it's been 2 hours now. I woke up at like past 9 a.m. and now it's like past 11. Can the electricity just come back because there's a tendency of this area that I stay in. I apologize for the lighting change. There's a tendency for the electricity in my area to just disappear for like a good 3 days and then come back later, which I'm hoping that's not the case. So yeah, let me get comfortable. So when I woke up today, I just continued with my project that I was knitting this entire time, and it's getting somewhere. Like, it's actually getting somewhere. If you just look at it right now, see, I've been doing this side. If you look at it like right now, you can get the idea of what is being made. Okay, it's uneven because I'm doing one side, so it's kind of like I can't show you properly. So I've been knitting this entire time, and I'm just gonna continue knitting while there's no electricity because I have nothing else to do. And I'm hoping that I can finish this by the end of this week so that I can get on to other projects that I've been thinking of doing. I really didn't want to show you guys that I knit and crochet because I don't know, I wanted to keep it to myself. It's not that I'm ashamed of it, like I do it almost everywhere. However, I didn't want to share it with other people and show them that I'm actually able to knit actual clothing, because you know how some people tend to be like, oh, you can knit, why don't you like make me a top? And they be like, not even asking for a price. What do you want? Yes, I'm talking. You know how some people be like, oh, you can crochet, you can knit, you can make actual clothing. Can you make this top for me? And they don't even want to pay you. Like, you know how long this takes. This takes a long time. And I know people may be like, no, but like wool is cheap. And I'm like, are you going to wear the wool as it is? No, you're going to want it to be made. And making clothing takes time. I learned how to knit a while back, and then I grew out of it, and then I got back into it like December or November of this year. I was actually crocheting on my road trip to Eastern Cape. I'll put pictures here. I made the tote bag. Let me show you the tote bag actually. So this is like the tote bag that I made. Do you know how long this took me to make? Like, I restarted it multiple times, and I don't even think this is an actual crochet stitch, because this, I thought that I was single crocheting my entire time because this was my first time crocheting anything, and then I found out that this is not an actual single crochet stitch. I'll show you an actual single crochet stitch. Am I showing you my projects right now? Because yeah, I am. Let me check in here if I have the actual project that I made for single crochet. Okay, this stitch is an actual single crochet stitch. This is not an actual single crochet stitch. However, it is ridges. What I did when I did this, I went through every back stitch thinking that it's an actual stitch. So I've learned my lesson that this is how you single crochet, and this is whatever I made. So yeah, I've made this. I want to buy more yarn that is this color to make more tote bags, because I have white yarn, but I don't want to make totes with white yarn because they get dirty easily. And then with this one, even though it's like slightly dirty, you would think that it's just like the color of the actual yarn. That's what I've been doing. I've made a lot more stuff, and I have some skeins of yarn in there, and I also have the ones that I bought. I'm just going to be knitting. I'm not going to show you myself. I'm not going to show you when I'm knitting because you've seen me knit at this point. I'll check in with you guys later when the electricity comes back, hopefully. Baba, open the warmth. So as you can see, I'm unraveling something that I made before. It was a cute little top, but I didn't like the way that it fit on me, so I'm just unraveling it. I think I made it in December, and I'm also gonna unravel this top because it's not giving what it's supposed to give, you know. I'm just gonna unravel it and see what I can make from it because I really like this pattern. I really like this pattern, but I don't know, I want to make it the way that I envisioned it, you know. So I'm just going to just unravel this. Okay, first let me tell you what's going on right now. The electricity came back, as you saw in the previous clip. It came back for like a good 10 minutes and then it left. So what that means is basically early in the morning that was load shedding. But this is not load shedding. Like apparently in the area that we stay, there's some people that tend to try to get free electricity. So they do the things that they want to do on the pole that we are connected to, and now that just always creates outages in our area. So yeah, that's that. And the electricity hasn't came back since the last time that you saw me making food. This entire time I was basically just knitting and just, you know, enjoying my alone time while listening to music, if you're wondering. Okay, so I'm gonna do a magic knot here because as you can see, like this is a blue strand and then there's still this strand. Electricity hasn't come back since the last time you saw me, and this really frustrates me because I wanted to watch Penthouse. As I was knitting while there was no electricity, I was listening to some music. These were the albums that I was listening to right here and right here. These are my downloaded albums, and I'm basically putting you guys on some good music if you're into K-pop and pop music in general. Just so you know, those are not the only music genres that I listen to. I also listen to a lot of other different music genres. However, those are the albums that I downloaded before, because every time when I take a shower, I have to play on music. And when I try to play music on the Bluetooth speaker, it switches off the Wi-Fi, so I can't really listen to music without there being Wi-Fi unless if I download the music on Spotify, which is why I pay for Spotify Premium, because that's elite. Fun fact, actually, I used to use Jukes back in the day. However, the reason why I stopped using Jukes was because they didn't have any K-pop songs that I was interested in. That was the time when I really got into K-pop. So at the time they didn't have K-pop songs on the platform. However, it is a great alternative. They have lyrics, and if you have a DSTV account, I'm pretty sure you guys know by now, you get a discount if you don't get it free. I don't know, but it is a great alternative to Spotify. Like it's basically like it's really similar to Spotify. As I was saying, I wanted to finish up Penthouse. Still haven't had the chance to do that because it's quite enjoyable, considering that it has 3 seasons. A lot goes on in that show. However, it's still pretty enjoyable. If you hear any noises, my sibling is making themselves lunch. And I honestly do not feel like having to wait for them to finish, because I also want to finish what I'm doing so that I can listen to my music again. I don't think there's anything else that I want to update you on. After I'm done unraveling everything, I'm going to make a tote bag out of this, because I like this color for tote bags because it just makes sense. Like it's not a white, it's an off-white color, and it just makes sense in my head because that's the kind of color that I see a lot of tote bags being in, and it's just calming but stressful at the same time because I'm doing something that I enjoy, which is crafting, but there's nothing to watch. So if I just keep staring at the stitches, I just feel sleepy, and I don't want that, you know. So I'm going to leave you guys and come back probably when there's electricity, and if there's no electricity, then that's probably when I'm going to end the video, probably later today. Just gonna finish unraveling here and then also unraveling this. So a little update, the electricity is back and I'm still unraveling. Heard that? Okay, so I'm unraveling this top right now. Yeah, just wanted to update you about that. Hey besties, just came to get some juice. I've been knitting this entire time. I apologize for the noise. I'm watching Jenna Phillips' new video. I hope you can hear me over her because she's very loud. Let me show you what I was doing this entire time. Should I be having food next to my knit? No, but I was doing this sweater. It's coming together. This is what the front looks like. This is the back that I'm still working on. It looks so big, but yeah, this is it. I hope that I'm going to finish the back by today. I think I still have time, and then I'm going to sew the straps and do the bind off for the ribbing on the neck and the arms. So yeah, this is it.